Welcome to ClickMyProject.com.
Now we are going to discuss about the product contour extraction of individual cattle from an image using enhanced mark or CNN instance segmentation method. Now we are going to discuss about the abstract of the process. Animal recognition is one of the most crucial elements of survey applications where the vast amount of data is rapidly acquired for this process. Different from general scenarios, challenges to cattle recognition are hosted by poor image quality, uncontrolled objects and environment, and then the difficulty in acquiring the representative samples. In addition, most existing feature extraction techniques are hindered from automated due to involving the human supervisions. Towards this end, we propose an animal recognition framework that consists of a fully unsupervised feature learning technique and an error-resistant classifier. Hence, in this process, object spots are initialized based on the saliency and relaxation labels to match the object spots correctly. A non-rigid pot model is then learned based on the fitness, separation and discrimination criteria. For the classifier, the unsupervised clustering approach generates an binary classes hierarchy where each node is the classifier to classify whether the connected features is available or not. Now we are going to discuss about the flow diagram of the process. This is the overall working flow of the process. The project consists of the modules like image acquisition, pre-processing, segmentation, feature extraction, classification, and finally the performance measures. At first stage of the project is the image acquisition. In this image acquisition, the input image is carried out from the dataset. The dataset consists of the lot of animal images. After getting any one image from the dataset, then we just move on to the next step of the process, that is the pre-processing. In this pre-processing, we have to done the image resize and then the noise removal. Hence, in this image resize, we have to convert the image size into an aspect ratio of 256 cross 256, which means the number of row will be the 256, number of column will be the 256. After converting the image size, we just move on to the next stage of the pre-processing, that is the noise removal. If there is any noisy pixel is present in the image, means the noise removal steps eliminates the noise present in the image. After the removal of the noise, we just move on to the third stage of the project, that is the segmentation. In the segmentation process, we apply the k-means clustering for the segmentation. Hence, by using the k-means clustering, the background will be eliminated, only the foreground regions will be extracted. The background means the region which consists of other than the animal region. Foreground in the sense the region which having the animal region. After doing the segmentation, we just move on to the next step of the segmentation, that is the feature extraction. In this feature extraction, we apply the convolutional neural network to extract the textural features from the image. After extracting the feature value, the next stage is the classification. In this classification only, it will determine whether the animal is identified or not. If there is any animal is identified in that corresponding picture, means it will shows the which kind of animal, that means the which species of animal is there. For example, whether we have 2 or 3 species in the dataset, means it will recognize the which species is recognized by the classification. Hence, the classifier used to classification is the KNN classification, that is the K nearest neighbor. By using this classification, we can justify the which animal is identified. The final step of the project is the performance measure. In this performance measure, we have two kind of performance parameters, that is the precision, recall. Other than that, we can able to find out the accuracy and sensitivity. By using this performance parameters, we can justify our process is efficient or not. Now we are going to discuss about the initial running procedure of the process. At first, open the Matlab 2015b and change the current directory. If you want to execute the process, just right click in the main_GUI.m and select the option run. Now the user interface was open. In that user interface you can see the several push buttons in the right side for the controlling actions, and then the several axes in the left side for the display purpose. First click the button input image. After clicking the button input image, you have to open the dataset and then select any one image from the dataset. After the selection of the image from the dataset, the corresponding image is shown in the axis 1 with the title of input image. Then we move to the next step of the process, that is the pre-processing. Now click the button pre-processing. One of the pre-processing is the image resize. Then the second step of the pre-processing is the image noise filtering. The resize consists of image could be resized into an 256 x 256. After done the resize, if there is any noisy pixels occurred in that particular image, means it will be removed by using the filtering method. Then we move to the next step of the process, that is the segmentation. When you apply the segmentation, it will take some time to execution. Then after that, the clustered image will be shown like this. Hence this is the background image which consists of nothing the foreground. Here we have an foreground region which consists of the animal region. We have to select the index of that foreground pixels. Hence this is the second index. So we have to give here as an 2 and then enter. Then the segmented image is shown in this axis. After getting the segmented result, we just move on to the feature extraction. In this feature extraction, the CNN is applied to extract the features. Hence the extracted features is shown in this table. After the feature extraction completed, we just move on to the next stage of the process, that is the classification. In this classification, it will classify the which kind of species is identified. If the species is lion, means it will be shows the results are identified as lion. Finally, we just move on to the performance estimation. Click the button performance estimation. Now you can see the performance like accuracies, sensitivity and specificity. The values of accuracy, sensitivity and specificity are shown here, and then the corresponding values are plotted as a graph here.